Car number 25 is car 36, Charles Dearberg of Dallas, Texas, in the 54 Lancia D24R. Fourth spot is car 100, Terry Larson, and the top 5 is car number 14, Wilson from Denver, Colorado. Another many
Reno, Nevada, had that number forever at sea. And they're racing probably drove 120. Now we drove a C-type, we drove a D-type, and his private car was a XJS.
Our scoring monitor shows 6 laps complete. They're working lap 7 of the scheduled 10. This is Group 3A. Next out will be cars in Group 4A, 1956 to 1962 production sports cars. Those cars should now be off pre-grid.
And they're taking off the Cunningham off into the turn 5 area. That'll get us running a little bit quicker.
Pace car has taken the pit, and we're going to go back to green flag racing. And here comes Rob Walton in that P-Pack. 55 Hingham and Chrysler Special. Ford truck gearbox. Gearbox up to the track. 55 engine. Tom Review, Sheriff the Road, car number 33 from Whitewell, Tennessee, driving Porsche Martin Carrera.
Car number 91 in row number 6 is West Alexander of Woodside 57 Corvette. And car number 49, Ransom Webster, Reno, Nevada, in a 1960 Porsche.
Car number 8, Nicholas Serrano, and car number 16 did not make the bid. Pace car leaves the field down toward turn 9. 6 car taking the exit before they get into the corner. It's up to Noel Mark and Bobby Rahal. Bobby Rahal, I'm sure, is kind of wondering. Noel Mark, Bobby Rahal. All over him now as he comes down into turn 8. Rahal putting a lot of pressure on Noel Park in the number 58 Corvette. Rick Slater will watch him on the brake as he goes to turn 9. Now it's the
70 automobiles in 6 spots. John McCann Paul. Car number 217. 8th position is Peter Giddings. 9th spot is Chris Pierce. And Bill Jankowski rounds out the way you have.
was taken off the track at Riverside, already Grand Prix in 1979. His last 7.7. Thomas Miles Pipton, and quite a number of other drivers here. Had such tracks from Daytona, Sebring, Silverstone, and NASCAR. Next off the wheel. I think the drivers at that time were Steve and Brooksy at one time. Redmond also was in the car, Hobbs and Parsons, and many other drivers. A fantastic 1975 BMW. Number 49, another BMW, headed by BMW North America GT car. And one Ford.
Cylinder engine, 3.5 about 475 horsepower. Competed in the 1981 Daytona 24-hour at Riverside and Watkins Glen. It was the BMW car. In 1980 Porsche 935J, 3.2 liters, 750, finishing first overall, fifth overall at Sears Point that year, seventh in Portland, seventh at Oakland, third overall, and Daytona fourth overall. 12-hour.
Specs regarding the Daytona Aerodam, the rear spoiler, the car's originally built. However, the engine has been preserved in the car. The 330 horsepower on-checked engine, which is 2,000 RPMs. The Trans Am also ran with the Jacob and the Daytona. 24 hours with Interscope racing on that, with Winter Field and Gaius behind the wheel.
There we have the drivers of the 1975, ran Daytona and Riverside competition, won at South Africa in 1976, also and 74 to 80 long in 1974, the Nürburgring, lots of hill climbs, Grand Prix of Macau and Hong Kong, and Porsche Club of America events in hill climbs as well.
Don Norman enters car number 58. This is Trans Am automobile. It's a 71 Alfa Romeo GTB. Green coupe that you see out there. It's an Alfa 2-liter machine. Puts out approximately 200 horsepower on its two Weber carburetors. Modified in history. Richard Harris is car number 61. It's 75 horsepower. White in color. This is history here. It's been a long time. Let's preserve the car.
First at Nürburgring, first at Motorsport, and first at Sears Point, rode in London. And we got automobile, spent a lot of time at Victory Circle. Out of 84, Van Dennis, the 76 Porsche 934-5. And by the competition, moved along in 1977. They go to 24 in 1981. And Central American history on that automobile.
Bob Edwards, 76 Kramer to the Kramer Cambridge. Maximum red line. Special is the car that you're towing back. As he went out into the dirt, we don't know if something broke or what, but he was a long way out there.
I can't remember if it was or a first race. That's pretty excessive.
much longer before we get underway with the start of race 2B. 1956 to 1960 sports racing cars under 2.5 liters. They've just about got things cleaned up there at Wayne Rainey Curve. They've got the car out of the way. They've cleaned the course. We've got to get the emergency vehicles out of there, and we'll be ready to go racing. So with that, let's set the grid for this event. On the pole, car number 66, Patrick Orozco, Monterey, California. Hometown boy, I guess you could say, driving a 1960 Lola Mark I. This is a car was originally purchased by British citizens D. Hitches and campaigned throughout England, sold to Jess Wiley at the end of the 60 season, who successfully campaigned the Lola throughout the Midwestern and Eastern United States from 61 through 63. He won 13 races with the car, including an impressive first overall at Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. Sharing the front row, Don Orozco, car number 59, a 1958 Lotus 15. This car is a Grand Hills ex-Lotus Works car, the second Lotus 15 produced in 1958. And this car was the white Lotus 15, which raced at Monterey in 1955. That's your front row.
Going to row number 2, and you've got car number 391, Herb Weddison of New York City, New York, in a 59 Lola Mark I. Starting alongside of him, car number 155, a 55 Cooper Porsche, Cameron Healy of Portland, Oregon.
Inside row 3, car 55, Danny Baker, San Francisco. A 1960 Porsche RS360 as the 1-minute warning goes to the grid personnel for the cars in 2B. Completing row 3, car 90, Terry Hefty, Lafayette, Colorado, and a 59 Cooper Monaco.
Row number 4, Tom Claridge of Fremont in a 60 Porsche RS61, and Pete Lovely, car number 25 of Tacoma, Washington. That is a 59 Lotus 11.
To the fifth row, number 75, Phil Binks, San Diego, California, 62 Dolphin America, a 58 Lotus 11 alongside, driven by Richard Goldsmith of Gilroy, car 11.
And in row number 6, Michael Malone, car number 3 from Seattle, Washington, a 59 Lotus Mark 15. Starting alongside of him in car number 41, Kurt Delbenny of Medina, Washington, a 60 Lola Mark I.
Row 7 is car 60, Pancho Kohner, Los Angeles, a 61 Dolphin America, 1959 Peyote Mark II, driven by Bill Babcock of Portland, Oregon, is alongside. That's car 222.
In car number 6 in the 8th row, it's John Mueller of Kansas City, Missouri, a 55 Porsche Special, and car number 38, Bruce Miller of Alamo in the 58 Lotus 11.
The 9th row has car number 17, Warren Eads of Rancho Palos Verdes in a 1959 Porsche RSK, and Arthur Cook in car number 42 of Pacific Palisades, driving a 1958 Lotus 11 as the cars leave start-finish on their pace lap.
And in row number 10, John Wilburn from Harmony in the 59 Peerless Ambro. And car number 32, Stan Inderis of Sunnyvale, California, in the 56 Lotus 11 Le Mans.
Row 11, the 21st starter, car number 85, Stuart Smith, Santa Cruz, California, 57 Lotus 11, Lou Sellier Jr. from Waverly 500 TR.
Row number 12, car number 116, Stan Peterson of Bloomingdale in the 58 Lotus 11. Next to him in the 58 Lotus 15, Steve Lawrence in car number 14 from Alamo.
The 25th starter is car number 89, John Herfield, San Francisco, 56 Lotus 11, 56 Lotus 11 S1, car 202, Robert Engberg of Julian.
Row number 14, car number 112, John Wissenborn, 59 Bio Special MGA.
Row 15 on the inside, number 37, John Furlow Jr., Dallas, Texas, a 62 Dolphin America. Completing the row, the 30th starter, number 2, Don Burrows of Santa Barbara, a 1956 Lotus 11. You're going to have to sort them out in the end, but the end really happened.
It was amazing what 62 inches bunch of dollar stars. Don Orozco gets out in front. Back just a little shy on the pool and flagged off the racetrack. And we have Royal Situations. Checkered flag is coming out, and your race win goes to car number 59, Don Orozco. We having oil condition on the racetrack. That's the reason for it. Race win going to car number 59, Don Orozco. Second spot is car number 391, Herb Weddison. In third position is car number just taking the flag is Richard Goldsmith in car number 11. Seventh, Bill Banks in car 75. Eighth position was car number 41, Kurt Delbeni. 16. Going to view four, car number 11, Tom Claridge comes through. In 11th place, Tom Claridge comes through in car number... That's cars 59 and 391.
They come back there. Yeah, that's the
So what do they do to fix the bus? Car number 41 and car number 67, Les Spiker of Emerald Farm, 63 Lewis, 23. Car number 991 is on the inside of the next row. Start cooking off the home, the 1964 Bondi SR3. Car number 23, Chris Locke of San Anselmo, California, shares that row, and a 65 Lotus 23B. Bill Janowski of Reno, Nevada, car number 38 in the Junie Mark 10. And that's Laura Johnson of Kirkland, Washington, a 64 Elva BMW Mark 7. Row number 11. Car 152, Carl Moore of Alamo, California, 60 Lotus 19, alongside a 1960 Sadler Mark 5 Old Yeller. That's a Mark 9 version. And car number 18, Paul Quackenbush of Grass Valley, California, driving the 65 Merlin Mark 6A. Starting 25th, car 117, Tom Yeager, Naples, Florida, and a 64 Merlin Mark 6. Alongside number 6, driven by Jeff Kramer of Carmel Valley, a 63 Merlin Mark 6A. Row number 14 has car number 8, Fred Yackel from Trabuco Canyon in a 1964 Cheetah, and car number 7, Tom Dean from Long Beach in 62 Old Yeller Mark 7. Starting on the inside of the 15th row, car number 5, Fred Poon of National City, California, and a 62 Santee SS. A 62 Campbell Special shares the row, car number 17, driven by Tom Miller of Three Rivers, Michigan, and the final car on our grid, 78 Jim Miller. I think there were a couple of no-shows. I believe there were 5 and 11, but I can't confirm that. Also, the Chaparral demonstration that was scheduled to take place after this event now has been moved to the back of race 5. It'll still take place, but it'll be a little later. Rob Alton, Paul Brown, front row. Pair of Chaparrals lead the field up to the green flag. It waves, and boy, here we go. It's side by side as they go to the hill. Rob Alton's on the inside. They go down into the corner, but I believe it's Paul Brown around the outside trying to take the lead as they go into the end ready half-in. Absolutely, as they come out of that corner, making his move from the outside of the turn, and coming down in front of the 2 white chaparrals with his blue and white chaparral, which you see out there right now. Paul Brown, car number 24, is your leader. 60 automobiles both have 66 on the side. Impressive field, and boy, once Paul Brown got out front, he's starting to pull away from Walton as they head up the hill and duck under the bridge out of our view as they exit turn 5 and go to the top of the corkscrew. they're out of our sight briefly for a period of time as they go up that hill. The field has strung out, and the last car now is just barely going out of
Out to the side and pointed the wheels opposite lot. It's going to be the number 63 car. That's John Delaney. He started in 6th spot. He's already by 3 cars.
your top 2 automobiles going on through here. The battle right now is all with the small bore rear engine machines as they come through. And the battle is going to strike some limits down the side.
Well, John Delaney in 63 is having a great battle with number 75, Arthur Connor, in that platypus. And on the driving the scoring monitor, it says that Frank Jelinek was the driver.
Well, we'll know that for a while. Our grid sheets were made up earlier in the day, and they might have made a driver change. All look for us to come down off the top of the hill and see where our leaders are. Your leader in the Meister browser car, Paul Brown out of Covina, is the person who
I think the leaders on their way up the hill out of turn 5 already. They are working lap 8. And again, that battle for 5th, 6th, and 7th. Arthur Connor 75, Aldo Wasinski 71, and Frank Jelinek number 63. Now Brian Redmond in the number 66 car has scored in 7th spot. So he's moved back up onto our grid as well.
You can see Redmond right down below us, the announcing booth over here going through turn 3, and smokes the tires actually as he goes there. I don't think that was from picking up the gear or anything. I will say that Redmond looks at the car, takes a good look at it before he goes by it. He knows how to drive a race car and keep himself in contention.
Race leader now already through turn 3, going under the Firestone Bridge lead. Probably 50 car lengths. It's down to about 3 or 4 car lengths as they exit turn 4 and head over into 5.
Traffic was something that got in their way. They went from a 3.4-second lead down to 2 car lengths, as you just pointed out. All that because of the traffic and putting some laps on the Lotus contingent that we saw out there.
We need the cars, the 1970 FIA Manufacturers Championship cars. Cars for Group 4 beautifully red now.
The car, of course, somewhere on the racetrack there. It's a relatively safe position. It will complete the last 2 laps without a yellow flag.
Leaders coming down into the final corner now. Should get the 1-lap sign from the starters. They will be completing 9 of the scheduled 10 laps as they come through. And it's Paul Brown at 24 leading Rob Holt at 166. A pair of Chaparral, about 7 or 8 car lengths separating the 2 of them as they crest the hill and want to go into the Andretti hairpin.
Got him down in the hairpin. No changes in the position. 2 cars running side by side ahead of him. That will make for a little bit of a traffic situation. We'll see where everybody goes through. Red rear engine machine taking pretty much the middle of the track, and I don't believe at this particular point that Paul Brown wanted to take any chances whatsoever. He very safe.
Paul Brown ducked in behind and was held up. This allowed Rob Walton to close up on him considerably. Now both of them are past that traffic as they go through turn 5. Here come your leaders, and it looks like Paul Brown has opened up a little bit of an advantage again over on the back side of the track. There's going to be some traffic in front of them, but it's not going to be an issue as I think those cars gets it pointed down the straightaway and takes the checkered flag for the win in car number 24. Car 166, Rob Walt, takes the checker for 2nd spot. So a pair of Chaparrals finishing 1st and 2nd. They're just now crossing the start-finish line. Here comes Hardin, and here comes Brian Redmond in the number 66 car. And after Connor's 6th, 71 Al Nowasinski, and 7th is 44 Dave Olson.
Once again, a very close finish, 0.8 of a second. At about 9/10, rounding it off.
Completing the top 10 rundown, number 8 is the number 67 car driven by Ned Speaker, top 10. Cars in Group 4B should now be on pre-grid. 1963 to 1970 FIA Manufacturers Championship cars. We had scheduled a chaparral demonstration in here at the end of race 3B and been informed that it's been moved to the break scheduled after race 5B. So we will have a chaparral demonstration again this afternoon, but it's just been moved on the schedule to...
And everybody splits out just a little. There's no competition, and we're going to watch very carefully the car behind Mac Archer in car number 22. Top maybe car number 12. That's him in. And all 4 of the 5 top cars are GT40s. Like the first on board would be Jules Moritz. I know that to be a Chevrolet engine in there.
Here we have the cars for race group 5B to the pre-grid, please. 1970 to 1980 historic IMSA GT cars to the pre-grid, please. Your race is next. Here comes your race leader, Jim Click. Mac Archer is third in the Cobra. So Click and Murray, a pair of Ford GT40s running first and second. Jim Click in the number 61 car. Bill Murray in the number 21 car. In the 67 Lola T70 GT.
Down and after Jules Moritz in our 5th position, he was in car number 5, 6th position, going to John Mason and Tang, 3 automobile of Jim Weiss. In 8th position, we've got car number 18, that is Nick Coloma. 9th spot, Bert Skidmore from Reno, Nevada, in car number 23. And Francois Castaigne rounds out the top 10 in car number 79. Your top 10 automobiles as we see them. One automobile that started failed to finish.
And that is Bruce Canepa, who started 11th on our grid in a 79 Porsche 935. So
you cannot believe the progress Bruce Canepa has made now. He knows this track.
Well, also, you got to remember, a couple of the cars in front of him did not answer the grid. So that's 2 spots he picked up for cars that didn't start to his schedule. He'll start ahead of him.
Gee, you make it sound easy. All right. Bruce Canepa doing a very fine job for commenting on that. Out in front, and it's from Santa Fe. He does everything very, very closely. I'd say there's probably half the holders of camp cars and IRL automobiles are built like that, but he does it all right. Santa Cruz driver, 1979 Porsche 935, and Porsche. How many races in a row did they win? How many races in a row did they win in the IMSA series?
Unfortunately, I don't know. It's just that they had an incredible record. They were just so dominant. It wasn't a question of when. It was a question of which. They do a lot of racing together. They're racing the Trans Am together. They also race historic NASCAR together, and they've got quite a followed by Christian Traber. The BMW 1 gets out of shape, kind of rubbish. Gets all kinds of sideways. Gets back on track. No, I don't think that was him. I think it was one of the Porsches. I may have misspoken.
I've got to take a look at things here. We've got a pass going on now, as you have Canepa back in front. Epsman in the 20 automobile, went a little bit wide. Canepa drove it down hard on the inside, and he is back in the front position. Ken Epsman, Bruce Canepa going over into turn number 5, and you have a repass there. And going into the corner, you now have Bruce Canepa, who's in second spot when they cross the line, getting back that first place. Top 2 on there, and they are walking away from the competition.
And that car that got out of shape down at turn 11, I just thought it was across the track. Epsman is the race leader in number 20. Car number 12, Bruce Canepa is in second spot. Third spot is the number 18 car. Chapel Hill in a Porsche 935.
Fourth position, car number 21, Ilya Cotter. And we've got slow automobiles, slow cars. A lot of flame coming out of the exhaust. The car not actually being on fire. That is an exhaust problem that you have there.
Flames continue to melt out of the back of car 1A, Chris Cox, who was in third spot when they crossed the line.
Another fire problem that's coming out of the exhaust system on that car.
Must be aware of it because he is slowed, but you can still see the orange flame coming out of the back of that automobile as he heads on up the Alana 5, heads up toward turn 6.
You know, if we had a 24-hour race, that'd really be spectacular. That flame coming out of there, really looking like it's got a lot of belching going on. They've sent a fire truck to follow him around into the pits.
Okay, and Bruce Canepa in the Porsche is back out in front, and we're at full standing yellow. The pace car is coming out and will lead the field around. Car number 12, Bruce Canepa, the leader. Car number 20, Ken Epsman running in second spot. They will be completing lap 5 as they cross the flame and smoke out of the back. The driver must be aware he's got a problem. I don't know if they talked to him on the radio. You can certainly see the smoke in the rearview mirror, and maybe there's some instrumentation in the car that's indicating to him that he has a serious problem.
I love that. He pulls up to a safe spot, turns off the engine, and away we go, and he's off the track. Completely safe.
Okay, Ben reported that the flames are out on car 18 in the impound area. That has been extinguished, so things are all well for the time being.
Yeah, the driver actually knew that he had the fire. He knew where it was coming from, and he probably had a pretty good idea that once he cut the ignition, he would stop.
Well, they probably wanted to bring the car someplace where they could put the fire out. Stop somewhere out on the course, and I think this cars in Group 6B to the pre-grid. And we are anticipating our chaparral demonstration at the completion of race 5B, this current race. We should have the final tribute to the chaparrals. With Ken Epsman and the Decon Mazda, car number 20 right behind him, and then another Porsche and the BMW M1 right behind him. As they get about 2-3 wide, while the Porsche is trying to sneak by Ken Epsman as they cross the stripe. Was able to do it. That is car number 21, which is at 935.
William Cotter gets up in that second spot. Bruce Canepa runs in the first position. Ken Epsman in car number 20. Well, third spot for the moment. As we have a noise in the automobile. Halfway mark now. Reaching the marker for lap number 6 as they came up and past the starting line. Green flag still waving as we have one car that was way back in the pack. But at the moment, what you've got is the Decon Monza trying to make it back into the second spot as he went under the hill there. He'd like to get back up and get with his buddy Canepa and do some racing. Six laps completed, 4 more to go. They'll wind up.
But it's Canepa at 12. Epsman and the Decon Mazda number 20 closes. Keep your eye on them as they crest the hill and go into the end.
The car that has Epsman trying for that first spot. As they are going tooth and nail, you have a new race for Richard's second spot in the 12 automobile. Third spot is I think is running in that fourth position in car number 3. coming up. Up the starting line they come. Lap number 9. Bruce Ganeffa leads it over Ken Epsman. Porsche versus Decon. Race versus second spot in it. Third place was William Connor in a Porsche. The number 3 automobile, Christian Tibor, in a BMW, runs in 4th position. A lot of other races going on the track. Everybody has their eyes on the front runners. And here they come off the hill, and Ganeffa and Epsman nose to tail. Outside third row. Car number 16, Randall Smith from Petaluma, 71 Chevron B19. Row number 4 has Peter Gullick of the Glen, Virginia. Car number 160, 73 Chevron B23. Outside on row number 4, we've got Paul Flowers from Dothan, Alabama. Car number 127, that's a 75 Chevron B31. Row number 5, we've got car number 3, Joel Finn in Roxbury, Connecticut, 72 Chevron B23, and in a 1975 Sauber C4, car number 81, Brian Grossa from Salinas. In the 6th row is car number 48, Jeff Lewis of Newport Beach, California, 71 Chevron B19. Ditto on that year and model for the car on the outside, car number 62, Ed Swart from Rolling Hills, California. In the 7th row, car number 42, John Higgins from Dayton, Ohio, 73 Chevron B23. Alongside car number 64, James King of Belleville, Illinois. In the 8th row, it's Murray Smith, his car number 10 from New York City, New York, Chevron B26, and Tony Padell, car number 21, in Chevron B16 from Rolling Hills, California. Row number 9, Ron Walzer, car number 19. Check that, car number 91. That would be the 10th row. Michael Kennedy from Klamath Falls, Oregon, 71 Chevron. And car number 101, Robert Machinist from Stratford, Connecticut, a 72 Chevron B21. 27, Keith Reiser from St. Albert, Canada. In 35, John Mozart in car number 87 from Palo Alto. There's your entry list. That green is wide.
Opening up the distance between himself and the pursuers. They're 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, all bunched together to, from about 3rd on back. It's almost one car. Great battle going on between the number 9. That's Bobby Radall and by Dennis Somerville.
One lap is complete.
Cars for Group 7B, the final race of the afternoon and the weekend, 1966 to 1972. Historic Trans Am cars to the pre-grid, please.
7-lap rundown. 3rd place was Duncan Dayton as they came by the line in car number 2. Amish Somerville was 4th in car number 231. Joel Finn 5th in the number 3 automobile with Paul Flowers in 6th position, car number 127, followed by Jonathan Leiber in car number 23. As the leaders are now coming around, completing lap number 8. Next time around, it will be 1 lap to go.
And the gap between 1st and 2nd is not shrinking. Over a lap and a half. There's no time for Randall Smith to catch and if he catches him, that's just half the battle. He also has to go around him as well. So, looks like Kenny Mazzata is on cruise control for a victory in race 16.
Can't be replaced many times or hard to find. You have to when you're in the lead and you have a good, comfortable margin. You might as well start backing off a little and let them catch up with you. Provided you know you can make it. They didn't guess well and lost a few also. And on the last lap with Mazzata and Smith. Car 716 and past the line, number 80 comes by.
You know, speaking about winning races, Kimi Raikkonen won the Turkish Grand Prix today. Jeremy Mayfield won the NASCAR race in Michigan. And the International Raceway, Danica Patrick finished 8th. Quarter of speed for the last time this afternoon. Your race winner will be Jamie Mazzata in car number 7, the pole sitter, the 1973 Lola T294. He takes the checker for the win. Second spot goes to car number 16, the Chevron B19. Third spot should be the number 2 car, Duncan Dayton. 4 should be 231. Under Somerville, and 5th should be the Joel Finn car number 3. Cars in Group 7B, the final race of the afternoon, should not be on pre-grid. 1966 to 72, historic Trans Am cars for the final race of the weekend. This is the a salute to great American specials.
Okay, you've had 1 through 5. Let's give you 6 through 10 now, as we have car number 23 and 6 spot, Jonathan Piper. Hamish Somerville is in the 7th position, car number 231. Peter, the 9th spot goes to Ryan Bush, I believe that is, in car number 31. Rounding out the top 10 will be Murray Smith in 10th place, car number 2. Margin of victory was just about 4.5 seconds.
Thank you.